My name's Rerun, STN.
How'd you get that name?
I was just watching SpongeBob and shit, and I was like, yo, like, fuck this fucking Rerun and shit. And I was like, wait, hold up. That sounds kind of fucking dope. Like my cat character just being like a rerun in the street. No one fucking like ever heard of that name, or there's not in the streets and shit. So I'm like, all right, I'm taking it. You know what I mean?
I met Rerun in 2012, 13, at a gallery in Highland Park, and he had showed up to one of our shows and was asking about me. And I was like, all right, dope. And so when I walked out to the back, which we have like a little backyard area, he was already painting on one of the walls. Since then, we've become like really good friends, and we just been painting ever since going out.
Rerun's debut solo show, Down and Out, in his hometown of Los Angeles, tells the story of a young cat dealing with the loss of his mother.
The show currently that he's working on right now, he started the show like, I want to say 2 years back. He went through like a health problem and he had to stop.
Like producing like the whole artwork and shit, just blacked out drunk and shit, like it took a toll like on my stomach, my liver, like dude, like I thought I was gonna die at one point, dude.
And then watching him paint it, like during the whole process, he was still kind of dealing with the passing of his mother. So I kind of seen him start this project, and it was very taxing on him emotionally. It's amazing to see it all put together now, and like seeing him come out of it on the other end. You know, I know this show for him is a very, very important show, and I think it's like the perfect first show that he could have.
This body of work represents a window into Rerun's life, where he paints all the characters as cats, including himself.
All of the cats that I do, they're pretty much like me and shit. It's just a representation about like what I'm going through, or like narrate that. I mean, I've been through like fucked up situations.
And it was crazy too, because when I had met him, he did a group show with us. We actually included him in a group show at the Highland Park Gallery. And the night he was a part of the group show, his mom passed away. So this show is actually about that time period.
For me, for like doing like a lot of the cat things shit, a lot of like the cats are based around like that period of time, around like my mom and shit, like my past, like how I was like growing up and shit like that. So a lot of the cats is just, it's pretty much like about her, and like I'm just trying to kind of keep her alive and shit in a way of like how I grew up.
Rerun created a large installation in the center of the show of a litter box.
The whole concept of just like pretty much like my life and shit. This is what I do, you know what I mean? Like it's all based off drinking and shit like that. There's like cocaine, little fucking like packets and shit like that.
In the middle, you see an urn with his mother's ashes.
My mom passed away, and like my life just went to shit, you know what I mean?
By putting this emotionally charged material on full display, Rerun shows us we aren't alone in our sorrows.
I'm excited about his new work, but I think this work itself like is a great representation of what he's capable of, and how he's capable of like translating his emotions and his grief and stuff like that into a painting. So.